All right, welcome back to Just In. We are joined now with Daniel Kamick. Daniel is a fan of the Eagles. So let me start off with this question, and I really want you to think about it before you jump into answering. Exactly how badly do you think the Eagles are going to beat the Cowboys this upcoming year?
Um, we have a better chance of beating the Giants than we do of the Cowboys this year. To be quite honest with you, um, last year I saw that. Correct me if I'm wrong, there, Sam. Y'all went from a 4-3 to from a 3-4 to a 4-3 defense. Was that right?
hmm hmm
So that was a major stumbling block for you guys and everything else. But I think that you guys are gonna get that together and everything else. And as far as what we got, well, let's just put it like this. There, when you have a team that you absolutely have to pray for because they don't have a snowball's chance of winning the championship. That's my team right now because we got a whole bunch of old people we just have to let go, let God, and we got to bring in some new talent.
See, but that's love right there. When you could be honest and real, but you still love your team.
Yeah. So we got we don't have any wide receivers. We let go Alshon Jeffries. We let go what's his name Jackson, Deshaun Jackson. That was yeah, that hurts my heart because of two things. Because the brother could be a Hall of Famer, and he just anyway. I'm I'm sad. Let me go on. But in regards to the rest of that, we really don't have a chance to stop in grandma crossing the street. So when the Cowboys get it together and they have Zeke Elliott running the ball behind the proper hogs that they're supposed to have, then it's really going to be hard to stop the Dallas Cowboys. I'll be honest with you. So I wouldn't be too surprised if we let 0-2. I'd like to see us split it because that means I've lost $100 for the season. But
Do
I'm
you think you're going to get help in the draft this year?
I'm hoping and praying that we make right draft decisions. We have a possibility to get a wide receiver, a first round wide receiver at the number one. Possibly was Devontae Smith from Alabama. I hope we
hmm
pick it up. You know, he's a smaller guy, but he reminds me of Jackson, so he can go get it. And then we have a chance to get another one, to Kwame Brown from Ohio State. So we need to put some young horses around Jalen Hurst. So we need cornerbacks. We need offensive line. We need cornerbacks. We need linebackers. So we got some young talent, but we still need to draft. We need to depend on the draft this year, basically.
Yeah.
You also
Yeah.
have to worry about the Giants because the Giants is ahead of you right now at 11, and they're thinking about picking up a wide receiver too. So,
Yeah. Well, I look at it this way. I think in our division in the NFC East, I think it's honestly going to be a toss up. It all depends. It all depends on what I see in regards to the Cowboys coming out the gate because, Dak, sorry, we had the injury, call him Dak Crack, but right now, but, he's back. Go, brother.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? In regards to that, wish him the best of luck. But, I see you over there, brother, and making those faces. I get you. I understand this. I do this to Cowboy fans all the time. So, it I just want to hug you.
Bless your heart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
and it's
I honestly think that it's a toss up between the Giants and the Cowboys this year in the NFC East.
mm,
I mean, if it's anything like this year, it really doesn't take much to come out ahead. So we'll see.
Right. I mean, the Redskins actually did pretty well. They're very impressive, and I'm impressed with their coach. So they may be possibilities to be looking out for too. Well, excuse me, not the Redskins, Washington football team. Let's get that out the way. So, um, and they may be. I think they're a couple of drafts away. They got to get a quarterback. They got to get some wide receivers. Their defense looks good though.
yeah, the defense is good. For the first time in the draft, it's kind of like crazy, but Cowboys at 10, Giants at 11, and then Eagles at 12. So it's it's really kind of weird that they end up in that kind of line. I mean, Washington is at the very like bottom, but it's kind of weird that it ended up that way.
Yeah. Like I said before, I'm praying. Once again, I'm praying that y'all make some dumb decisions and we get some good pieces. Because y'all ahead of us. So,
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they're there, but we need, we need everything.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about the coach coming out and not saying that Jalen Hurts is the starter?
Well, it's yet to be seen. According to ESPN and all the rest of them and everything else, they're saying he's like a yes man, and he right out the gate that interview was, uh, yeah, okay, so we'll have to see in regards to the coaching ability and everything else. I personally think that me, I'm thinking they should have went for a black coach, but you know.
Mhm.
So, I'm always going to be down for that. So, because what's his name from Kansas City, the offensive coordinator,
Yeah.
who went to CU, Colorado, which I'm in right now. So, that brother named Bieniemy, he would have been a good fit. So, but
Okay.
it's yet to be seen. The NFL still has its issues.
Oh, okay. Oh, true, true. As far as the but as far as Jalen Hurts, as far as his, you think is he going to start, or are they going to go with the experience and go with Flacco? Uh,
Wacko Flacco, he can only throw the ball deep, man. That's all he can do. That's all he can do. As far as everything else, God bless him, but he can throw the ball deep. So, nah, man, that young talent, the young cat's got it. The young Thundercats got it this year. So,
okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
and I mean, his ability to speak in front of a camera doesn't necessarily translate to his skill on the field, right? So,
yeah, he's gonna have to pay some money and get a tutor for that. So,
I mean, he's 22, right? He's a kid, so
yeah, so he's gonna have to take some speech classes. He's gonna have to work with someone and everything else on
yeah,
how
we
to.
all had to, right? At one point.
Yeah, because I saw him on the interview where he was talking about what he did with his first million and everything else. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, but when you're in front of reporters and all this other stuff, you want to answer things a little bit more eloquently and intelligently because you are going to be the leader of the offense, if not the leader of the team. That's how the quarterback's looked at.
Yeah.
So, and you remember that mistake Donovan McNabb made when he was talking about he didn't know the overtime rules or something like that. And he was like, "What? Aren't you the quarterback? All right, okay."
Okay. All right. But you're hoping they draft Devontae Smith. Was there another receiver other than him that you want them to draft?
Mm, I mean, other than that, Delami Brown out of Ohio State, I was hoping we could get. Um, I can't remember the one that's before him, the other guy that was from Alabama. Um, I cannot remember his name, but the other wide receiver that's coming out with Devontae Smith, he's bigger, he's taller, so he's more NFL built. So he would be perfect. Big targets are perfect because it's a trip to see brothers at 6'6" running 4.5 down the field catching football passes. That's amazing to me. So
That's hard to defend.
exactly. So
Mhm.
but hey, anybody that comes out because what's his name? We had for the Broncos. What was his name? Sanders. Remember that guy? What's his name? Sanders. He played for the 49ers when last time we went to the Super Bowl. The wide receiver Sanders. You guys remember
Mhm.
the last time y'all went to the Super Bowl? The
Oh,
49ers.
What, 2 years
It
ago?
wasn't that long ago. I'm not trying to be funny, but it wasn't that long ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders. When you had Emmanuel Sanders is not that big of a wide receiver, but he's a tough wide receiver and he's got hands.
Yeah, he's
So-
5'11".
Right. So I'm hoping that Devontae Smith, if we get him, he's like that.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, with a new coach, new beginnings, and hopefully, you guys will have success other than with my Cowboys.
I wish you all the best, unless you're playing the Cowboys, and then I hope you die.
Yeah.
Just to summarize things.
Right. That's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I hope we just run all over y'all Cowboys when we get a chance. You know
I mean,
what I mean?
the key is if you're at the bottom, you can only go up, right? You might surprise people.
Exactly. We gotta win our division first before we can do anything. So, you know what I mean? So
And also, can I just point out, like, Dak is coming off of an injury. We don't know how he's going to play, and so is Elliott, for that matter. So we'll see. They are kind of a dream team when they're doing well together, but we don't know what they're doing right now.
that is very true. And God bless Dak Prescott, but I hope he's limping when he plays us.
Oh,
I hope
Maybe one of those little twist actions might re-injure him, right?
Exactly. I hope he his mechanics is off and everything. I mean, I hope I hope the brother puts his helmet on backwards, because that's about the only way y'all lose this year, because we don't know. We don't know.
Well,
I'm impressed with Jalen Hurts, though. I'm impressed with our quarterback. I'm impressed with his leadership. I'm impressed with his ability to get out the pocket and everything else. He just, like I said, he just needs to study the game better and everything else. And I think he's definitely one of the leaders of the future of this Eagles franchise. But other than everybody else,
well, question, and I don't want to be going to the past, but when you guys did have Carson Wentz versus who you have Jalen Hurts, can you talk about the difference that they both, as far as them what they contribute to the team and everything else, and the reason why they got rid of Wentz, even though he was demanding a trade? So, what happened? Because in 2017 he was the MVP, and then after that, it just seems like he didn't.
well, we all know that the NFL is kind of about 1 2 year turnaround if best when they get players, especially when they get franchise quarterbacks. It's not like what have you done for me lately. It's like what have you done for me yesterday and today and 30 seconds from now. Because that's how it is. So after they gave Wentz that huge contract and he was always getting hurt, and our backup wins the Super Bowl for us. And then this last year and everything else, it seemed like it was more about he was fighting to prove who he wanted to be. Not saying that he wasn't listening, but he figured that he knew better, I guess, or that. And I honestly, to be quite honest with you, I don't think it had anything to do with him not being able to operate the offense, because we had a lot of injuries. But there were some times that brother had me drinking the whole bottle of the Jim Dandy, whatever it was. I was holding on to, because I was like, you know how it is when somebody throws an interception and it's so obvious. You're just like, so he was making some very bad decisions. So when they brought him in, when they brought Jalen Hurts in, they drafted him and everything else. They drafted him basically because Wentz was getting hurt all the time. Because if Wentz was not getting hurt all the time and he was doing his thing and all this other stuff, and we were in the playoffs every year, we wouldn't have drafted a quarterback.
Okay.
Well, I hate to cut you off, but the draft is just getting ready to get started now. So I want to say, thank you for joining us today and talking about the Eagles and your hopes for the future. And I wish you luck tonight.
Thank you very much. I'm praying. Let's go Eagles.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
Yeah.